let me just start by saying I have no plan. I'm gonna do my base the way I normally do it, but maybe I can tell you guys why I do what I do. First, I'm gonna prime using this primer. I use this one because it always makes my face matte. Then I'm gonna take a foundation that pretty much matches my skin, which is this one. And I'm gonna put it on all the areas that I like to highlight. So here, underneath the eyes and a little bit of the upper cheek, the middle of the forehead, the nose, and the chin. I'd rather tell you what kind of product to use than to tell you to use this exact product, because maybe you don't have the exact same products I do, but you have something similar. Makeup is an art that never needs to be exact. Then I'm going to take a foundation with the same undertone but a little bit darker and put that on the places where I contour. I use this one, and I only use a little bit just because the area is a lot smaller than the other one. So I do here, a little here on the outer, and that's it. And I like doing that because it almost gives me a contour before I've even contoured. So if you're not an expert at using highlight and contour, you can try something like this. It's a little bit more forgiving. Also, I'm a girl that is one shade in the summer and one shade in the winter, and those two shades don't even look like they're related. So this kind of helps. Next, I'm going to take a really, really light shade and use that as highlight. Only take a little bit and put it here on my smile lines, and then I take a little bit more and put it underneath my eye. See this line right here? That's the line I try and follow. Then I blend this up and out. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Express Brow in the shade Deep Brown. Lately, I've been doing my brows a little bit thinner than normal. I don't know, y'all. I think the thin brow is back. I don't know about the extremely thin brow, but for now, I've been really into just filling in what I don't have instead of creating an entirely new shape. Then I'm taking a mascara and I'm going to just do the inner corners of the eyebrow. I will say mascara is mascara. It does not matter which one you use. If it's cheap, if it's expensive, they're all the same. Then I'm going to take some of the leftover concealer that I have on this brush and clean up the under eye. Now I'm going to blend this out. I know this looks bright, but it's supposed to be that way. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Honey, and I'm gonna put that right underneath where I put the original concealer. And this is a more true match with my color concealer. It's a little bit darker, so I like to have it be a gradient that starts really bright, goes to like the correct color, and then blends into my foundation. This looks a lot better in person. It looks a lot more natural, but on camera it's just very, very bright. I'm going to take some foundation, the lighter one, because I'm going to cover up this area right here with just a little bit of foundation. Okay, now I'm going to take some powder and put that under my eyes because I need that to set. I use this powder. Then I take a blending brush with no product and then blend away the excess powder. And then I'm going to start contouring now. So I'm going to use the Fenty Matchstick in Espresso. I'm going to use that on my cheekbones, a little bit on the top of my forehead, down the sides of my nose, I specifically got a contour shade that was a couple shades darker because I really, if I'm contouring my face, I want it to be really sculpted. See how much of a difference that makes? I feel like highlight and contour just pull everything together. Now I'm gonna take some blush, the MAC Peach Twist, and I'm gonna put that right on top of where I put that contour, but I don't want to bring it all the way in because this is still gonna be a very sculpted look. And I even bring it up to the temple a little bit. Also gonna add a little bit underneath my nose. I don't know if it adds much, but I feel like it looks really cute when I look in the mirror. And then I'm just gonna take whatever's left over on the brush I was just using and use that in between the highlight and the contour shades that I did on my forehead. And then whatever's left of that, I put on my chin. Then I take a blending brush and blend all those places I just put blush. Next is highlight. I think I'm gonna use this Cara Beauty Fully Glown palette. I'm gonna use this shade. I can use it under my eyebrows, on the bridge of my nose, on the highlights of my cheekbones. Pretty much it for my base. For the face, it's usually the same every single time, and I've explained the reasons why. I feel like it's definitely beginner proof because there's a lot of mixing and not really needing to be matching, so I think that's really forgiving to someone who doesn't exactly know what they're doing. I'm going to use the 35D palette from Morphe and use the shade Terrarium, which is this one. I'm going to use that on the higher part of my eyes. Next, I'm going to use the Morphe 35R palette and take this brown right here. The first color I used was like a very light, cool tone brown, more like a tan. And then this one is like a very ashy chocolate brown. And I'm going to put that right underneath the other one. Now I'm going to use some leftover concealer and clean up the edges on the outside. Now I'm going to take the black from this Tarte Energy Noir palette. I'm going to use this very, very, very lightly and put that right underneath the last color we put on. Okay, things are really starting to take shape. Now I'm going to line my waterline with a pencil liner. I'm also going to take it down right underneath my waterline and line that too, trying to keep it as close as possible to the other line. I'm going to use a brush to kind of smudge it out. I took the wing up and out and I kind of connected it to the bottom of where the eyeshadow ended. I think that looks really good. The only thing I would like to add is just like one more darker color in between these two. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take the brown from this Tarte palette again. You know, I think I'm gonna use my finger. Next, I'm gonna add mascara to my top and bottom lashes. Okay, it's not much of a difference. I only put on one coat, but I'm gonna add lashes anyway. I just need something to close the barrier in between my skin and my lashes so that I don't get any empty space. I'm gonna use these Ardell lashes in 110. Okay, while I wait for the lashes to dry, I'm gonna take my contour shade, the one in Espresso, and use the edge of that to line my lips. I'm gonna take this lipstick from H&M in the color 18 and dab it on the middle. Then I'm gonna take a tan gloss and put it over everything. Of course, I have to add my signature beauty marks with eyeliner on here. Not bad. Okay, I think the lashes are dry now, so I'm gonna try and put those on. Okay, this is the final look. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do when I started. As I kept creating, I knew that I wanted like a 90s smoky eye kind of thing. I think I've done it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.